it's me again, and it is of course a Sunday morning. You know how I am about my Sunday morning videos. And excuse the attire, but I'm on my way to go for a quick walk before the rain hits, because it's supposed to rain all day today, all day tomorrow, possible severe weather. But I had boarding dogs to take care of, so I came up here and thought, while I'm at it, let me just do this real quick little video. Hang on a second, let me put this up there. All right, I'm sitting at Billy's station for a reason. I don't know if you can see over here, but we have, he calls it his dungeon. But there's all of the rear loops. There's 4 of the padded Colin Taylor loops. And then all of these red loops are, well, I don't know if you can see them. Let's see if I can move the table. There we go, that's a little bit better. There are 18-inch and 22-inch loops. And then of course we have our groomer's helper loops and just our assorted other loops that we've had for years. One thing that I think gets overlooked a lot in safety and sanitation is groomer loops. So what we do, and this is something that we've done for a very long time, sorry the stool scooted away from me, is at the end of the day, we wash our groomer's helper loop extenders and whatever loops we've used during the day. Sometimes I change out loops between dogs. If I have a dog that has fleas, a dog that has been extremely dirty, even though they've been bathed, one that I may have had to pre-cut versus wet shave, one that may have a questionable skin issue, be it ears, be it skin, whatever, then I will change the loop out. That's why there are so many. They're inexpensive. These are the Behave loops from Groomer's Choice. And I bought the ones without the slides for some reason. I don't know if they were on sale or what, but then I went to Lowe's and bought just some clear tubing. I think I paid $4 for 10 feet. We have it forever now. It took less than a foot to do 20 loops. It's basically about a 3/4 inch piece of that cut. So if you ever lose your slide, you know what you can do now. But anyway, I will change my loop out. And when we do change our loops out, or at the end of the day when we're washing them, they go into a lingerie bag. I have this lingerie bag, which is a Woolite lingerie bag. Right now it has a poof in it because we used this on a dog. Every time we use one of these, we toss it in the wash because they can wash as long as they go in here, and they're great. They're ready to use the next day. But anyway, I have one of these lingerie bags hanging on a coat hanger on a hook on the wall. And whenever we get done, they go in it. They go in the last load of the day because they are loud. So they go in the last load at our washing machine every day. They're ready to use the next morning. They may be slightly damp, but by the time you get to your first dog, they're usually dry. If you're washing your groomer's helper loop extenders, make sure that you close them. Otherwise, they can get stuck open. And when they come out of the washer, which this one just did, just a tiny drop of oil on the slide mechanism. And I mean tiny. You can use a squeeze bottle too. This just happens to be what's at Billy's station. On the slide mechanism. And sometimes I'll even put one down here at the twist, even though right now this one doesn't need it, and up here on the pivot. Just make sure you close them first. And I always lock the slide so that it doesn't unattach, for lack of a better way to put it, unthread. Again, same thing with these. When they come out, you're going to want to oil your slide down in your spring area. Just a tiny little drop of oil. Doesn't take much. But that will keep them working at their best and not rusting out inside. And again, sometimes down on the pivot if it needs it. You can also use a bra bag. These are fantastic. One thing I will tell you is that if you're having a problem with your lingerie bag coming open, then buy a bra bag that has something like this one has. This one has a little piece of elastic here to keep this in place, but you can also put a hook through there. You could put one of your, well, I'm bad. Every time a dog chews up a lead or a lead breaks, I take off the hook. You can put one right there to hold it in place and keep it tight. Every now and then you'll find a bag that opens and you wash, and that's what you want to do then, is make sure it's secured. These are great, and again, I think this is a Woolite bag. because it has the elastic here to pull the zipper through. Minimizes the effect of the event of them opening. The reason you want them in a bag is really simple. If they're loose in your washing machine, they can get wrapped around the agitator, in with towels, just really destroy the inside of your washer. So you want them protected in some way. And in here, I have the bathing room supplies because this stays in the bathing room, and when they're done for the day, their stuff goes in here. Groomer's helper loop adjuster and loop. Somebody didn't take them apart, but that's okay. This is the rear loop. It's also a behave loop that we use in the tub. And it doesn't have any metal except on the hook. And because it stays in the wash or in the bathing area, he oils this every day. This is another Groomer's helper loop adjuster, but this is one with the built-in loop. It's easy to wash, piece of cake. But again, notice they're all closed. And when you get to the Colin Taylor loops, these are also washable. The nylon, or excuse me, the vinyl doesn't absorb water, but inside does get hair and everything else in it sometimes. So I take them apart. You just unhook this, slide this off. Slide them back together after you wash them. Super easy, super fast, and guarantees that you're not passing something along via your loop. So there's your little hint for a Sunday morning. How often should they be done? Some people change out their loops in between every dog. If I were doing 4 or 5 dogs a day, I probably would too. But like I said, I do 10 to 12 on average, sometimes more, but 10 to 12 is my average anymore. And we make sure that they get done at the end of the day or whenever there's a question or a dirty dog placed on my table. Clean dogs are less likely to transfer anything over, provided they don't have any ear or skin funk. But if they have ear, eye, or skin funk, then I change my loops out. If the dog happens to pee on my rear loop, then I wash it. If the dog happens to have any kind of questionable skin, we wash it. At the end of the day, we wash it. It's an everyday thing. It's not a once a week. It's not a, oh my gosh, the loop looks dirty. It's every day. And remember, bra bags are fabulous. They're a little more sturdy than your regular lingerie bag. Plus they're smaller, and most people aren't going to have a whole bag of them like we do in here because we have 2 bathers, the bathtub, and at least 2 groomers, sometimes 3. So there are days when this is half full or full by the time we're done. But at any rate, if your bag comes open, make sure you can secure it. Look for one with a little loop at the end to hold your zipper down. You can hook them together. If you hook your zipper together, you're all good. I don't bleach my loops because I don't think that they would stay the same color, but I do use regular laundry soap as well as Lysol laundry sanitizer. The Lysol laundry sanitizer is available at pretty much any grocery store or Walmart. And we use it on all of our things in here. I go through about 2 bottles a week. Between here and home, I go through 3. We use it in every load of laundry because it's a non-bleach sanitizer and it kills pretty much everything. But that's your Sunday morning lesson for the week. Okay? I'm gonna go walk before we can't walk anymore. Have a great day, everybody.